Australia's industry of choice and highlight the diversity. However, throughout high schools and universities, the seafood industry is not highlighted nor celebrated as a viable and desirable career path. We explored that further. What was really the imagery that came to mind when thinking about our industry? We don't have the romanticism that is associated with other primary industries that work the land. R.M. Williams or Scarrock gumboots? Dries the bones or storm lights? Nice walk down a country path or holding a cold, wet, tasty but disgustingly. This is an industry that caters for all levels of educational achievement. We want to utilise the opportunities that's afforded by that. We as a group asked ourselves, what is the best way of promoting the industry as a career option? We need something simple and grabbing, a tagline, something to get behind. Inspiration for us came from the Army recruitment posters. Your country needs you. We're looking for something less forceful, however, a bit more empowering. Something that someone could see themselves asking, can the seafood industry be for them? How can they get amongst it? How can they be a part of it? This Could Be You became the foundation of our project. The hashtag format is a format being used across all forms of social media, including but not limited to Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. We saw this as an opportunity to have a consistent message across these different platforms, linking the posters with stories and how to get involved. Our entire group, we're from such a vast range of businesses and locations all over Australia and New Zealand, surely would have something available to us.
A light bulb moment. What better content for our strategy than the diverse range of individuals that are the seafood leaders of NSILP 2016. We sent out the call to arms to the troops, asking them for an action shot and a short blurb. Meanwhile, I managed to convince a good friend of mine, Tyler Dent, to work for pennies and do the graphic design for us to help us fulfill our dream. After a week or so, we had received an overwhelming response from the recruits. And off to Tyler we went. The job brief? Make these look like the cool recruitment posters every other industry has, with the tagline, "This could be you." Before too long, Tyler called me saying only a small amount of these images were usable. A setback. So the All Blacks came together for a quick conference. It was decided we would run with what we had, as time and a working budget were clearly not on our side. The next hurdle was going to prove to be the biggest challenge of the project. Finding a job portal with a broad enough scope to cover the seafood industry as a whole. We spent weeks searching, exploring different avenues, including developing and hosting it on our own website, hosting it on someone else's website, or conceding defeat and pulling back the scope of the operation. Defeat was not an option. The next option was to use the Facebook URL. Unfortunately, this was too long and contained too much data to be used as a takeaway message. So we went to search testing keywords. We started with Seafood Australia. We searched for multiple Facebook pages with no affiliation to the seafood industry. 100% came back with our NSILP Facebook page. A beacon of light in the storm. Another quick call to the team, and we had our first draft. After a few small tweaks, the votes were in. 3 yeses from the judges. We were off to Hollywood.
Where to from here? There's the distribution of our materials. We have 3 universities in Victoria, 1 in WA. We also have commitment from the Walking on Water program in Tasmania, which provides information to 17 high schools in Tassie to encourage students towards seafood. We have schools in the north of New Zealand ready, as well as New Zealand Seafood Industry magazine, willing to publish our work with a Kiwi version of it. We have photos and stories on Facebook and Twitter. Get amongst it. We are.
Okay. I'd like to now call up our 6 profilers of our group, who will be profiling our body of work to our industry leaders, to you industry leaders who are sitting in the room. So if I could call on Laura.
Where's the posters? probably a good start. We should have the posters ready.
Somebody remove the posters. Apologies. Heidi Hansen. Asha. Matt. Felipe. And Paul Jordan, who has stepped up for a colleague who has left the course midway, Tim Gross. Thank you.
So we get penalised for sending in photos that they could use. Okay.